And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, for a special Corona edition of the Nerdy and the Lethal Show. Because now apparently it's a pandemic, so we are all shut into our homes in panic mode, buying out TP and hoarding ramen noodles in the for the possibility that we could all die from the coronavirus. So, hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm here with Lethal Lightning. And so, Lethal, introduce yourself and how you're combating.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Coronavirus originated with Ewoks. I've been saying it's about a month now, and now we have the proof.
I know, like you were saying that. I know. I've seen it multiple tweets, multiple messages, and everyone was ignoring you. And now it's just I mean, people were just having too much what was it, sex with Ewoks and spreading it?
That's disgusting, Mara.
Yes, apparently it is, but they were doing it. So
Yes, they were. And the coronavirus is a conspiracy manufactured by toilet paper companies in order to sell more toilet paper.
And incidentally, the Walmart I was at today was all out. As well as the ramen noodles.
Really?
Ramen noodles. They were buying out ramen noodles. Apparently.
What I don't get is if everyone's buying all this toilet paper, what about food?
They're not, well, other than the ramen noodles, I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh.
It's like they're like without food, you're not going to be going to the bathroom that much. So what use would the toilet paper be?
Currency.
Well, apparently, oh god, there was a video going on Twitter where I think it was from Australia where a guy was we went through a takeout fast food place, the takeout window, and he gave the worker toilet paper as currency.
What a lad! I support that. I fully support that.
He also went into a bank and tried exchanging toilet paper rolls.
Oh, what's the conversion rate, I wonder?
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing.
Who's in the chat? Let's get this open.
Yeah. So hello everyone in the chat. Pastor G could not stay, but he enjoys both of our videos, so thank you very much. Crazy Eye Jedi is here. Let's talk about Yaddle. Yeah, apparently the author of the Rise of Skywalker novelization was hoping beyond hope to see a girl Jedi on screen, and she saw that in Rey in The Force Awakens, even though Rey was not a Jedi then. So, and completely ignoring the prequels and the Clone Wars.
Oh wow! Can we talk about Yaddle just for 1 minute? There's something I would like to say about Yaddle.
All right, go ahead.
Yaddle is only on the council because she was sleeping with Yoda. It was pretty much a Weinstein move. And then when it all fell apart, Yoda had to go run away and live on Dagobah because they don't have extradition laws over there.
I believe it. I totally believe it. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of that she would be on the council, because we didn't see her do much of anything.
Of course not.
Yeah. So Paula Patriot's here. Hail to the hot blue women from Star Wars, and hail all. Great God is here. Yes. Hello, Paula. Crazy Eye Jedi said, I'm more of a Roman god lover because we all know what the term Greek means.
I do. I know what it means. Do you know what it means, Mara?
Yes, I do. If you want to reveal that on live stream, go right ahead.
Butt stuff.
There you go.
Raw, unprecedented, no lubrication, penetrating butt stuff.
Orange Hat Reviews is here. Hello. Thank you for coming by. Lyndon Hall is here. Yeah, still working. Orange Hat Reviews blames Ward Davis, one of the original Ewoks.
Ooh, fair enough.
So, let's see. Paul Patriot says it's man-made in a Chinese lab. Actually, the coronavirus, when I looked it up, because I tweeted about this earlier, the strain itself, current strain the acute strain, that was man-made. in China, but the coronavirus itself has actually been around since the 1960s because it's basically what the common cold is. It's the family of the common cold viruses. So take it for what you will. It's been around for, what, nearly 60 years.
No, Mara, haven't you heard? We're all gonna die. The corona is gonna kill us all, Mara. You're wrong. You have to go and buy all the toilet paper, not any food, and yeah, this is how this is all gonna play out. This is the end of the world.
It is the end of the world. Apparently. I don't think lesbian porn servers enforce them.
I am so keen for the corona to collapse society so I can finally take up my rightful place as the leader of a marauding gang in the outback.
Aim high, Lethal.
That's right. I will be Lord Longdong, ruler of the wasteland.
Yes. They're from Australia. Yes.
Fucking oath.
What's this? Shammy?
Shamey! Nice.
Trey Courtney's here. What up? Good evening.
Trey.
Thanks for stopping by. Jurassic World 3 apparently halted production because of the coronavirus. I mean,
Oh, really? The whole world stopped.
It's one thing to take precautions. It's another thing entirely when you're like suspending as part of panic mode.
Well, let me tell you something, Mara. Is it bad that I kind of want work to shut down for like a week, so I don't have to go, so I can stay home in my underpants, in my robe, in my beanie?
I think everyone who has a day job wishes for that right now.
Should I call them up and tell them I got the corona?
I dare you to do it.
But that whole bitch in lockdown. Trying to pull out game is weak.
So Andrew, good morning all. Yoda pull out game is weak. Tara is here.
Oh, she had a brilliant idea on how to. It was actually a collaboration, but we had this brilliant idea on how to stop the corona.
Mm-hmm.
Nudity. We got a tagline. Nudity is immunity.
I think that'll sell.
It already has, man. And Tara's got like all these girls naked and shit running around because they're scared of the coronavirus, and she's just there being like, Lord Longdong.
Thank you.
D.
The cars got 5 rolls of toilet paper. Introverts will rule the world. Yes. Michael Cordova, hail Lord Longdong.
Greetings, Michael.
This chat just jumps on me. I hope it doesn't get moved. I've been waiting for this movie for 3 years. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long it's been suspended. I just heard that news now, so I have no idea. And there's even confusion with the Batman film now, apparently. So we're going to talk about that in a short bit. Did Obi-Wan live in the cliffs to stay away from the beer flu? I believe so. I believe that. $50 billion to fight the virus might only cost $50 million to hose off California streets. Pretty much.
Hey, fuck you. No, real talk. He's right. I got trashed, but I have gotten better. I've gotten a lot better. I've mixed up my weapons. I've got some skills. I know how to block, man. Revenite, trust me. The boy's getting good, man. You know, I'll do another stream. Of that game, and I'll show you just how much I've improved.
He has. He posted a video where he actually defeated the boss that kept killing him for 2 hours.
Yeah, fuck him. I took his back off.
Wookiee supremacy, congrats. I saw what Abu said. Hail, Mr. Vice President. Yes, I'm Vice President. And sorry if I cough on stream.
You got the corona.
Me right now in my underpants just woke up sipping my coffee.
What a champion. Look, I'll be honest, man. I told Mara about an hour ago I was going to jump in the shower and have a coffee. All I've done is have a coffee.
What about the blue women? He's all
what
about
them? Women. We'll use them, to lay out toilet paper. That's what we really care about.
Yeah. Paper masks are weak. Bandana are much cooler looking. Yes.
Well, he's got a point.
Let's see. Coronavirus has driven all things crazy, even the animals. No joke. I was pic of a kangaroo's. I think he says, I have a pic of a kangaroo screwing a pig with a duck watching and a guy in the distance watching too. The world is crazy.
You cannot blame that one on the coronavirus. Over here, we call that Tuesday.
Thomas is in the chat. Thank
No,
you.
that is not Thomas. That is the Gilk man. He
Well,
cometh. Say the Gilk
okay.
man cometh.
The Gilk man cometh. Happy?
Much better.
There you go.
Yes.
So Revanite, wow. He did improve. He did improve. I did see the video, so he's getting good. Now, can we say he got good? No, we need another stream for that.
Yeah, kidding.
There you go. Vice President of what? No, the Abu Nas Rehabilitation Center. He basically rehabilitates SJWs and all idiots, pretty much. At least Halloween is safe since it won't do well internationally. Well, fair enough.
I think the 2000 and what was it 2020? No, 2018. I think that one did fairly well over here.
Yeah, it did. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends because did it release in China? Because they're weird about what movies they let be released.
I don't know, but I don't think releasing a movie in China is going to affect much these days.
Hail Teresa.
Oh,
Yeah,
Teresa's here. Yes.
But I know that the Ghostbusters 2016, they didn't release. China didn't let them release that film there because they censor anything dealing with supernatural and things like that.
Oh.
And they didn't have the Joker film, obviously. There's like if the movie has certain elements, they will censor the films. They won't be released in China.
What a weird place, man.
Yeah.
What a weird place.
So I don't know. That's why I was asking if it got released in China, because it's a horror film about a serial killer, and I don't know how they operate over there.
They change it. He is communist Michael Myers.
Pretty much.
He's killing capitalism.
Hello, all my Ewoks. You want to take this one, Lethal?
Fuck Ewoks. They gave us the corona.
Yes, aggressive rehabilitation with lightsabers, absolutely. I doubt since it's R-rated, probably. They said they do have certain rules they go by, which I don't agree with, but that's what makes them censor films in China. That's what I read.
Yeah. One thing I was going to ask you is, what's it like over there? Like, is it a mad world over there? Are your shopping aisles empty? What's the go?
Well, I was at a Walmart earlier today, like I said, and where the toilet paper and paper products is, all the toilet paper is gone.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles is gone. You have people walking around. I've seen people with face masks, which will do nothing except keep the germs right around your mouth. Latex gloves, because that's not really going to do much of anything. Because you'll have to touch the other glove when you take them off with your bare hand. Let's see what else. No, just basically panic shopping in certain areas. So it's like they'll have plenty of toilet paper, but no food to eat, which means they won't be going to the bathroom, which means they'll just have to sleep on the toilet paper as bedding at this point. Because what else are you going to do with it?
Huh, fair enough. Crazy.
All empty here. Yeah, they're panic shopping because the politicians and the media are not letting a good crisis go to waste. So they're ginning up fear-mongering and overblowing a mild strain overall of the common cold/flu and completely ignoring the fact that most of the deaths are happening in China and Italy.
How many people in your state have got it?
I think there were 22 confirmed cases in my states, but nothing fatal or anything like that. Just mild strains.
Yeah. Over here, we've got this place near the hospital, one of the hospitals, where you can drive through and get tested.
Oh God.
We got to drive through everything, man. Like drive-through bottle shops is like God's gift to Earth, and now we're kind of incorporated it into everything. Just drive through and get it.
Okay.
So my plan is, can I drive through it and say, hey, can I please have one coronavirus, please, so I don't have to go to work? Just cough on me. Come on.
Do that. I say do that.
I'll give him $20.
Horn Chat
Cash.
Review says magic, supernatural, time travel, and altering time and overt identity politics are all frowned upon in China. Yeah, they don't let anything.
So is
like
some
that.
human rights.
Yeah, pretty.
That shit's not welcome there.
Good evening, James Clark.
James.
I live nearby Dollar General. I can walk there and still have food. So yeah, I think like they're really going to like the big places. No.
No glove, no love.
The toilet paper is damn ridiculous. I agree. Yeah, Trump's fault, obviously. Yeah. Trey Courtney says, "I live in California." I love that, California. Everyone panic buys. Let's see. The anime convention in Boston that I go to got canceled this year. I'm very, very sad weeb right now. Yeah, they pushed the Boston Marathon
that sucks.
in September. Also as well.
That sucks.
So, because like they're blowing this out of proportion. Got home from spring break and could not get no food. 50 people here, I think, no deaths. Yeah, like it's. There have been some deaths in the United States, but if you like look at the total number of cases in the United States and the number of deaths, like the number of cases dwarfs the number of deaths, and there have been recoveries. So it's like,
wasn't it like 100-year-old man that beat it?
Yeah, it's like what you were saying, and like yeah, it's like it primarily the ones that are impacted the most are the elderly or the very young, which should happen. I'm not trying to diminish it, like I said, but it's like with the common cold and flu. There were like, I think like someone was telling me today that there were like 80,000 deaths last year from the flu, but there was no panic.
Yeah.
And there's like, and there's more cases of this virus, true, like so far that's true, but there have only been total like 5,600 deaths worldwide. Compare that with the 80,000 from the flu.
So keep in mind that's just confirmed.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is definitely blown out of proportion, though. It's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. So, hold on. Chat jumped on me. Yeah. Still, they had Avengers Endgame and Doctor Strange screenings. Yeah. Disney does. Hollywood in general does, because China pretty much owns most of chunk of Hollywood. It's like, you remember the remake of Red Dawn?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Well, yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. But originally, the bad guys were supposed to be Chinese, and then the Chinese got pissed, so they made the studio change it to Koreans, North Koreans, who couldn't invade Japan if they wanted to. But to make it believable, they added the Russian Spetsnaz.
I see. I really like. I rip on America a lot because it's so goddamn easy. But oh, look at the doggo behind you.
What?
Oh, was it a cat?
It's a cat.
My dog just jumped up. She just jumped up for a second. But yeah, I really like the original Red Dawn. I love the original Red Dawn. I think it's great. Like every time it's on TV, I would stay up to watch it when I was a little kid or whatever. Because I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Oh yeah, I loved it too.
We ripped it off. Australia ripped it off with a series of books. They got made into a movie called Tomorrow When the War Began, or Yesterday When the War Began. It's kind of the same deal, but nowhere near as good, man. But Red Dawn was like the bomb, man. I love it.
Oh yeah.
The one part that I really liked was like the chick would walk up to the soldier and she'd be all flirty, like, nah, I can't, and then she'll like follow the soldiers, will follow her, and then it would just blow up. It's like, that's awesome, man. And then you got Charlie Sheen who's running around on Tiger Blood, hanging out with Patrick Swayze and shit. That movie was great. And the dad in the cell going, avenge me.
Oh yeah, like all of it was great, and it was. What I loved about it also was it was also during a time like there's no identity politics, so they're going to show, let's say, communism for what it was at that time. It's we were in the middle of the Cold War, but at the same time, it's like they weren't handling it with any like kid gloves or pandering to any one demographic. They just made a movie about high school kids primarily having to defend their country against invaders. And
Yeah, it was good.
yeah, and they didn't worry about angering Cuba or Russia or the Soviet Union then. No, they didn't care. They just made a movie and then we're just making a film that's going to like be kind of pro America, but at the same time it's uh young adult focused with the high school kids acting like guerrillas fighting against the invaders. So
And I mean,
yes,
what's the
Wolverine.
bet that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverines. It reminds me of the Family Guy. I am just the Wolverine. But what's the bet that like Russia would have done like I'm not saying completely ripped it off, but how many Russian movies are out there that you've never heard of where like America is portrayed as the bad guys?
Yeah, I mean, like, guarantee that they did. Like, every country at some point has done that.
Oh yeah.
It's like just, and then like we're bowing to China now, and don't want to take them off. And I'm like, I'm basically screw them at this point, piss them
And
off.
this all started because some furry was fucking an Ewok in China. But you went and saw
Yeah, I was making all kinds of friends on Twitter today. Yes, I was. I got blocked.
Look at this one down the bottom. They're gonna shut down 2020.
Yeah, they are.
Shut down the whole year. Just shut down the whole year. Put it on lock. Put it on lock, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And there's some weird arguments around it. Like I remember there was one. Oh, it was H3. He wanted to shut down a Comic Con because there was gonna be like 100,000 people there. It's like, well, are you gonna shut down some fucking airports or some crap? Like I don't understand this stuff.
Yeah,
Some people
that's
have
what
this
I'm
really
saying.
weird outlook on it. It's really doom and gloom.
You risk every day you leave your house, you're risking your life in one way or another. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're risking getting a cold or a flu or getting hit by a car or getting mugged or anything like that. So unless you want people to become everyone in every country to become agoraphobic and not leave their homes, which effectively shut down the economy, life has to go on.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, every time you cross a road, you risk something bad happening.
So yeah. And I agree, Dave. Some movies should not be remade. Just like let them alone.
Yeah, Red Dawn is one of them.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have made much difference if it was originally China was the villain in the movie? I doubt it, but
Well, I mean, it would have been more. I'm not saying it would have made it better, but it would have been more believable in terms of invasion, considering like what China is capable of versus what North Korea is capable of.
yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm saying like that's reason. Like that's one of the things I read from like I think it was an interview or something that one of the screenwriters.
Wasn't Donald Glover in that?
I can't remember. I
I
honestly
think Donald.
all I remember was Chris Hemsworth and what's his name, Josh Peck, because they were the two brothers, and that's it.
Yeah, they were kind of like the swap in for Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen. But I'm pretty sure Donald Glover was in it. He's the one that got chipped and they left him behind.
No. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, that's actually Tom Cruise's adopted son. That's not Donald Glover.
Tom Cruise adopted a black child? Tom Cruise adopted a child in general?
Yeah, I think so. Like he and Nicole Kidman when they were married.
Oh God, that poor kid, man. That poor kid's just got Scientology pumped into its head.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't remember his name, and I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly. But yeah, but it wasn't Donald Glover. It was So, Laura Ryan's my fanfic story. Hello, thank you for stopping by.
Sup, bitches.
Yeah. Let's see. One lesson from this: one country cannot control the rest of the world's medical supply. Pretty much. Canada pretty much bows down to everyone, I would say. Let's see. Spent time on a video with a live map of worldwide infections. Deaths cured, got 5 views. Thanks, YouTube. All real facts from the same map CDC is using. Media is hyping this up too much. Yes.
Yeah, coronavirus. It got to your YouTube channel. I think Corona got to mine. I don't know. My videos haven't been doing well lately, but I blame the Corona. What can you do? Just keep going. That's my advice to you. Casino, fuck them. Just keep going.
Yep. Remakes of RoboCop and Total Recall were pointless. Well,
I fucking hated the. Oh, you gotta understand something. I remember the build up to the RoboCop remake, right?
Mhm.
I love RoboCop. I think all three movies are good. I even think the third one's good. The second one's just god tier. The first one's amazing.
Mhm.
Third one, it's good. It's good. But I love RoboCop, man. And then they were advertising they're remaking RoboCop, man. I was sitting there like my dick was hard for months at that announcement, man. And then we found out that they were going to be showing a trailer at a specific time. So a whole bunch of my friends, we got together to watch the trailer, like, dude, RoboCop, man. And then it comes up saying rated M, and we're all like, what the fuck? Like within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, man, like my month-long erection just died. That movie was crap, man. I saw the movie. I hated every moment of it. It was garbage. RoboCop remake is fucking terrible. It never, ever, ever should have happened. Terrible movie. God, like, where was the violence? Where was the violence? I hated it. I hated that movie.
Back to that this original point. Some remakes should not be remade, especially in this day and age, because they're going to virtue signal. They're going to add some form of identity politics, or like either race swapping or gender swapping or whatever, what have you, and claim that the skin colors of the character, especially if it's a white character, is not crucial to the person, like the overall character, even though they will bitch if you do anything against the minority character. So,
But what about the classic the horror trope? The black man always dies first in those movies, and it's always a white woman that lives.
yeah, generally yes. Well, there's one that I can think of off the top of my head where not only does the white woman live, but the token black guy does.
What movie is that?
And that is Night of the Demons, the original Night of the Demons. Both the black character and the final girl survive at the end.
Wow, that's different.
Mm-hmm. Granted, it's only one that I can think of, but it is an example.
If I was in a horror movie, I would be like the second guy to die.
And there was a character in that. He's like the jerk ex-boyfriend, but he was the only smart one, and he ended up dying. And I'm like, what the frick? Come on.
Did you just say what? Did you just say what the frick?
Yeah, I'm trying not to swear on this stream because if I'm gonna get monetized, I'd like to have some videos that are approved by YouTube.
You got coronavirus in the title. You're doomed.
All right, whatever. Then what? Oh yeah, bring me Thanos. Yeah, Nicole is not a Scientologist, but Tom Cruise did would likely have an effect on
dude. He is such she tried to run away from him so many times.
Yeah,
because he was crazy.
The first Halloween remake was good. If you're talking about the Rob Zombie one, it was okay.
I liked it when I first saw it.
I mean, I didn't like that they explained Michael Myers too much. Like they gave a reason that he was bullied and had a crappy childhood upbringing is why he went all psychotic.
I saw the first one. It was in high school when it came out, and I watched it, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I appreciated the Rob Zombie take on it. But as I got older, I rewatched it. I was like, nah, I don't like this. Because the original was my favorite movie. And then Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I thought was garbage from day one. I did not like that one.
When did that one come out? 2011?
Yeah, something like that.
I was in Iraq and I bought a bootleg DVD of it. I could not see a damn thing that was happening in that film. It was so dark.
Must have been your bootleg copy.
Yeah, I was like, so technically I did see it, but I could not tell you a thing that happened in that film.
Yeah, not much. It's pretty crap.
Laura, who was on our side, 700,000 screaming Chinamen. I thought there were a billion Chinamen. There were.
Deep Blue Sea. Ice Cube lives in Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, you're right. Is that class as a horror movie though?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, if there's any horror element to it, I mean, Jaws could technically be considered horror if you think about it, even though it's more like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, I'd put Jaws in the thriller section.
So, Yeah, but like there are like other films where like it happens. I could only remember that one because it's specifically a horror film.
Texas
Um,
Chainsaw Massacre 3, the black guy lives. Look, let's be honest. There's not many good Texas Chainsaw
yeah.
Massacre movies.
The
The
original
first
Dawn of
one's
the
great.
Dead has a black character survives at the end. Original one?
What, the black and white one?
No, the black no, that's Night of the Living Dead.
Oops.
Dawn of the Dead is the first sequel to that.
Oh, he's right. You're thinking of the Zack Snyder one, the cop. The cop lives. But then they get right to the end, and then they get to the island, and then
Okay,
there's the post-credit scene.
Man E Names. Are you talking about the remake of Dawn of the Dead? You're saying the original, and I'm like I can't remember the character you're talking about. I'm not doubting you. I can't remember the character.
Clarification. You got to remember, she's a woman. She needs clarification.
Sharks are horrible, so yeah, horror.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The first one was a more realistic take on the Michael Myers story. See, that's kind of why I don't like it in hindsight. Like the original, there was no real story to him. You're just like, what is this dude's deal?
Yeah. Well,
and then there's that whole supernatural element that comes in at the end where he like falls off the balcony and he's not there, and you're like, that's the perfect ending because you can look at like, what the fuck? Where did he go, man? Like that ain't a man. Like what's going on here? Like that whole movie just changes in the last 2 minutes. It's like what the fuck's going on? And then they kind of do the whole explanation thing. And I think once you start explaining too much, you kind of lose the whole horror element of it. You're like, he's just a child that was a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that's why I really don't like the Rob Zombie film because you're trying to explain, and I don't like the realistic take. And the reason why I like the original is because of the line that Dr. Loomis has, where he says, I looked into his eyes and I saw nothing.
Yeah,
no soul. He's like, I'm looking into the eyes of this like 6-year-old boy, and like the devil was like staring back at me or something like that, and it's basically
just blank.
Yeah, just nothing there. So it was just the embodiment of evil, and I'm like sometimes it doesn't have to be explained. It's kind of like the original Psycho, where I think they made Alfred Hitchcock add the explanation scene at the end with the psychiatrist, because I think originally he was going to end it with both Norman saying that he wasn't even going to swat the fly, but like in the mother's voice, and then seeing the car getting dragged from the lake.
And really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
But the studio made him like they had to have an explanation. People had to have an explanation according to the studio, so they made him add that psychiatrist thing.
Okay, all right. I think when it comes to Halloween though, is like, like you were saying, like he just saw nothing in there, and then when the cops like going, well, what is he? Like, explain to me what he is. He goes, it's just pure evil. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then that's why I don't like the whole too much explanation. Took away the horror element.
Okay, to be fair, I love most of the Halloween sequels besides Rob. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy them for what they are, the Halloween sequels. But I like the first one. The first one of Halloween, the first Nightmare on Elm Street, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like those are like, I don't want to say my top 3, but they're the ones like whenever Halloween comes around, I always watch.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
1978, Dawn of the Dead, Peter character survived. Okay, I mean, this is it. I believe you. I didn't doubt you. I just couldn't remember the survivors. I do know that my one teacher in high school, her husband knew someone who worked on this film, and they had a chance to be zombies in the film. So,
it's pretty cool.
Inya's here.
You didn't say it right. It's Inya.
I'm not saying it like that. No, it says, "Hey Mara, hi Lethal, you whack job."
Greetings.
Obsidian Paladin, hey Lethal, hello. Can't stay long, but wanted to pop in. Thank you for stopping by, no matter how long you stayed. So yeah, so haven't even touched on any of the topics.
Well, there was actually a question I wanted to ask you. You went and saw Onward.
Yes, I did. I saw that today.
Break it down for us.
Well, I don't know how if people in the chat want me to go into spoilers, but I went to go see it because I did a video on what Bob Chapek was saying about the continued push for diversity and LGBTQ representation in stories moving forward, and then remembering the whole Million Moms boycott of the film, signing the petition because they thought there was an agenda in the film. Because a character, a mythological character, says the line, you know, I totally feel you. My girlfriend's kid got me be pulling my hair out, and the character who says it is a female cop.
Okay.
And the whole thing with the Million Moms and everyone else who's signing the petition saying that like they're indoctrinating children because they're normalizing this behavior. I watched the film, and I had to say, preface this with yes, Disney, I would say, does have an agenda with identity politics. They've made it clear what they're doing with Star Wars, with Marvel, and so forth. But to say this film is indoctrinating children with one line, no. Unless you're looking for it, unless you're really paying attention, it's going to go over your head. So there's like no agenda in this film other than like that one line, and it's a throwaway line. But the overall movie is about family, and it's about particularly brothers, and it's about discovering who you are and believing in yourself.
Okay. So overall, like, would you say the whole thing was as overblown as the coronavirus?
Yes.
Which is a fantastic saying.
Overblown. It is overblown as the coronavirus.
Well, what overall is it decent or a bit average or?
I say like it is an enjoyable film. I don't think it's one of Pixar's best films.
Yeah.
But it's a decent film, like a good film to take kids to, or to go see yourself at least once in the theaters. It's like without going into details, it has a very Wizard of Oz feel to it with some messages that happen in the film. I don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah. So.
All right. Can I get you to read Inya's comment, please?
This one right here?
Yes.
It's not gay if you're the giver, Lethal.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And the Oz is here, yes.
So, the coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
What's it doing to the Batman movie?
Well, I mean, do you want to share that, like, at least have the TBR article online or up?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. So this is, I found this yesterday. It says it's unaffected by the coronavirus, both Batman and the Matrix 4 filming.
Yep.
And then today, the Twitter handle Discussing Film tweeted with no link, no source whatsoever that the Batman filming has been suspended for 2 weeks, but no other details than that.
Yep.
So I can't tell you. I mean, this was like just yesterday. So for me, I'm not believing it either way, but I want to hear something from Warner Brothers stating that they've suspended at least the Batman film, like corroborating that story.
It says that Batman Matrix, not really affected, but yeah, go on.
Well, the update is shut down for concerns, but they're not saying like who's no corroboration. Like there's just an update, so it's like no time, nothing like that. So I'm hearing 2 weeks. So I don't think it's long, like that long for it to affect the release date, but I'm hoping that it doesn't.
I want to do another Google. The Batman coronavirus. Ideally, I hope it doesn't get delayed, but let's be honest. Yeah, look, there's a lot of different. It seems like it's confirmed. The Batman shuts down production for 2 weeks due to the coronas. I'm telling you, man. All right, where's Ryan? Is Ryan still in the chat? Because I reckon Ryan's the dude that went and had sex with the Ewok in China and now gave us all the virus. So it's been shut down for 2 weeks. Following news that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson got the virus over here in Australia. Warner Brothers has made the decision to halt production on The Batman for 2 weeks. The film's crew was shooting on a soundstage in London since January and was planning to change locations to Liverpool. Warner Brothers thought it was best to go on hiatus during the location change. I think that's a good idea. I don't want anyone getting sick, especially because what happens if they do, they get sick, and that actually does end up delaying the movie even more. So if they want to take 2 weeks to just chill out and let this whole crazy nonsense blow over, then yeah, sure. Because Mara, what's the bet? 2 weeks. Where do you think we're going to be in 2 weeks? Do you think we're going to be all dead, or is it just going to be over?
I think it's just gonna be over
in 2 weeks.
I mean, I don't think the panic is necessarily going to be over, but I'm hoping that in a short while, people will start coming to their senses and figuring out that this is not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, it's still set to come out June 25th, so there hasn't been a delay on the release date yet, but they are taking 2 weeks off. Oh, come on, Ryan. We all know you're a big fan of Disney. I remember you bragged about seeing Frozen 2 several times in theaters when it came out. He did. He came and saw it with me and sat on my lap the whole time like a bitch.
If Robert Pattinson gets the fat flu, I will laugh. Here you go, Lethal. Here's one for you.
Just in, Chuck Norris got the coronavirus. The coronavirus now has to be on 2-week quarantine. Because he roundhouse kicked it in the back of the head.
Yes.
Ever seen that thing where it was like everyone's always making jokes about Chuck Norris, but no one makes jokes about Clint Eastwood because he is no joke.
No, yeah, he is no joke. I would, no matter how old he gets, I would not want to mess with him.
I could take him. I'll beat up that old man. I'll beat him up and take his cowboy hat. I am the new Clint Eastwood.
Sure you are, Lethal.
That's right. Ruler of the Wasteland. My boy Raging Rhino, who dropped a pretty good video recently. He kind of goes hard on Star Wars theory. Raging Rhino, I think, has found the perfect outro. He should end his outro the same. He should end his videos the way he's been ending them recently, where he just looks at the camera and says, "Fuck off." I think that's the best way to end it.
Oh, God, you could.
Old. Well, don't be old. That's what I told my grandmother 2 nights ago. I was like, just stop being old. Shit is bad. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't even say hi. Shit is bad when RuPaul, cancels DragCon LA 2020. Oh, there's a DragCon? Those bitches live through HIV/AIDS epidemic.
You never heard of RuPaul?
No, what is that?
Drag queen. He's like the
Is he the queen? Is he the queen of the drag queens?
Yeah, look him up, RuPaul. Literally.
Look, the only the only 2 drag queens that I want to know more about is the guy from, what's the character's name from the Rocky Horror Show?
Oh, you mean what Tim Curry played?
Yeah. Him, her, that, and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Do you know who Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is?
Well, I know I like that movie, but
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is.
That's Patrick Swayze. No, that's Chuang Fu. That's Patrick Swayze.
Priscilla.
I mean, I know I've heard of that film. Here you go, Lethal.
Desert. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting my Google on. The cure for the coronavirus is Chuck Norris tears. Unfortunately, Chuck Norris never cries.
Yeah.
And Priscilla. This is Priscilla. She is Queen of the Desert.
Yes.
Well, he is Queen of the Desert.
Well, I know it was a
when I was a little kid.
Exactly,
it's actually not as fucked as you think it is by looking at this. It's actually not. I remember when I was a kid, I saw an ad for it, and I thought it was like a Mad Max movie. So I'm like, oh, awesome, massive vroom vroom cars and badass villains and Mel Gibson being a psychopath. Like, I am so keen. And then I watched it, I was like, Priscilla. Then I watched it, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
The Oz says, cure for coronavirus, 1,000-yard stare from Clint Eastwood.
And a slight grunt.
Yeah. Putting a lot of faith in humanity, Jade said. I'm not exactly putting faith, I'm just it could be a fool's hope, but I just want people to start gradually becoming sane or more.
Frankenfurter.
Here you go. Yeah.
Lethal isn't as cultured as the rest of us. I'm sorry I don't stay up all night fucking looking up drag queens.
I just called
Tara.
that RuPaul's Drag Show in Vegas. So,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's good to go see like weird shit from time to time. I remember I've been to 2 burlesque shows. And you got to remember, burlesque is not like a strip club. It's not just get the titties out and dance. You know, there's like a full show behind it. And the first one I went to was that Empire Strips Back. That was one of the best nights of my life. Got in a lot of trouble that night. And then a few years ago, me and my friend went and saw a Mortal Kombat burlesque show. And that was hilarious as well. Like, both amazing nights. If you've never seen a burlesque show, go look at a burlesque show. What about Dame Edna? Yeah, fuck you. Exactly. Dame Edna's cool. Do you know Dame Edna? You don't know Dame Edna?
I heard Divine. What Tarzan saying? I heard it Divine.
You don't know Dame Edna? You know, good. You know, she calls everyone possums.
I don't know Dame Edna. I'm sorry.
Barry Humphries, man. He's an Australian comedian, and he had this character which just kind of took a life of its own. Dame Edna. Like there was like the Dame Edna show and all that. Like people from all over the world would come to get interviewed by the character Dame Edna.
Okay. Smooth Jam, was this To Wong Fu? Thanks for Everything. Is that the movie I'm thinking of? That he was in as well. Shoot,
I can't remember. Screen share. This is Dame Edna. National treasure.
Okay.
Like every drag queen wishes they were fucking Dame Edna. What a lad. Barry Humphries. Yeah. Look up Divine.
Yeah, Divine.
Okay.
Chad jumped on me. Yeah, like Smooth Jam. I think that's To Wong Fu. Thanks for Everything.
What the hell am I looking at here?
Oh, you found the pictures. That's
I don't think this is the same thing you're talking about.
Well, I'm hoping. I don't know. Unless you share your screen, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Just remember, this is on you. You and Tara. Divine. D-E-V. Yeah, I spelt that right.
Yeah, Divine.
Is this what you're talking about?
No, I mean, the only one I know is a man, white. Hold on, let me look him up. Let me look him up myself.
That's one for Apollo right there.
Hold on, what?
I'm not going to go any lower in case it gets naughtier.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. I'll take care of the chat. So yeah, that's what I thought of Divine. That's what I looked up when. Well, that's what I saw when I looked up Divine. It's just that. Apparently there is a drag con. That's crazy. Hey, yeah. Priscilla had Hugo Weaving. Indeed.
Okay, here.
Thank you.
I'll show you. This is Divine.
Let's have a look. Looks like it's dressed as a grandma. Yeah, it does. Do
you see this?
Oh wow. Oh yeah. The one with the gun. Yeah.
That's Divine.
Yeah, I know who that is. I never knew the name though. 500 pounds of fine woman. Lethal was looking at there.
Do you ever see Hairspray?
What? Sorry.
Hairspray. You ever see the movie Hairspray? The original?
Yeah.
He plays the mom.
Yeah.
Mom. So.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's
wow.
what. Yeah. DJ Odyssey Hairspray movie. He played the mom.
I got another question for you, Mara. On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in seeing New Mutants?
Well, I was very interested. I saw the trailer. Piqued my interest, but now it was gonna be an early birthday present to myself. And like with Cyberpunk being pushed back, now they're changing the release dates again.
Yeah, look, Ryan Colonel, he had some interesting comments about this. It was like, Macy Williams. You look at her in this. This is
Mhm.
not how she looks now. She's growing up. She's gonna. By the time this movie actually comes out, you're not gonna be able to recognize her. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, is that young
Yeah,
Macy Williams?" And she's gonna be sitting there like married with kids, being like, "Yep, that's me."
yeah, Craig. I
I
mean,
actually want to see.
that's
I'm curious to see this movie because I've never seen anything like it where they've just delayed it, done a whole bunch of crazy shit, and then there was the whole buyout from Fox, and then all sorts of crazy stuff has happened with this movie, and then they got to the point where they just said, "Fuck it, let's just release it." So they released the original cut of it. Well, that was the intention anyway, and now because of the corona, which came from Ryan banging an Ewok in China, it's been delayed for a fourth time. I'm going to say it right now. Just
Mhm.
release this movie digitally. Just put it out there digitally.
Something like that, yeah, because it's the fourth time, and they have to find a window, a release date window, a new one now. And it's like, and I went to go see Onward, and there were people there that are like, basically, screw this virus. We're gonna go see movies. Basically, so you're not gonna stop people from seeing films or wanting to see films, and it's just
I swear this movie's cursed. Like I'll be honest with you. Um,
yeah. I know
I
the
don't.
original DJ, not the remake. The remake had John Travolta as the mother. So
Footloose. Um, I don't think that this movie will be the Snyder Cut released for New Mutants. We can only hope, man.
yeah.
I really want to see this movie. Like, I don't think it's going to be Logan levels of good, but I am curious to see it. The fact that it's New Mutants, like the character Magic, the fact that she's in it just sells me on seeing the movie. I've always wanted to see her in a movie. Yeah, see the word Corona, yep. But this movie is fucking cursed, I swear.
Mhm.
What would Lethal's drag name be? Uh,
Yeah, I mean, he's asking me, but I'll let you answer this one.
would be shit. That's tough.
Hmm.
No, that'd be my name. That's tough. Badonkadong.
Yeah, but like I said, it was supposed to come out April 3rd, and it's like a week before my birthday. So I was like, yes, I'll go see it. It's like an early birthday present to myself, sort of a situation. And it's like basically they're screwing the movie over again by pushing the release date.
It's like what Tara said. Like this movie is just ill-fated. It's just doomed, man.
Yeah, it pretty much.
It's crazy. It really is. Like this movie, man. Like, does it have a new release date or is it just indefinite? Um,
I think it's indefinite right now. They said that they're looking for a new window, but they didn't come
yeah.
out with like a specific date yet.
My
Um,
God, I saw another
Good
comment in the
chance of
chat that
unknown.
said
Mhm.
no interest. I saw another comment in the chat where they said, "Wouldn't it be funny?" I'll see if I can find it. Dave M. It would be funny if New Mutants was a huge success and everyone was too old for the sequel.
Yeah, that would just be the epitome, just the utmost irony at that point.
It really would. It really, really would. Like, what if it's actually like amazing, but everyone's
Yeah.
too old? Madonna. Madonna. How
Yeah.
about uh, Kylie Madonna?
Then there's attack helicopter. Doing magic without Colossus just wouldn't work.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Did correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember, but in Deadpool 2, did he reference magic?
You know what? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think I only
remember
ever
if
saw
he
the first.
referenced
No,
her or not.
I think I only ever saw the second one once.
Hmm. Same here. I just saw it in theaters. Here you go, Lethal.
Apollo sexually identifies as Lethal's dong. Hey man, look, you're all a part of my dong. Lethal's drag name would be Lipsy Lightning. Ooh, I like that. Lipsy Lightning. That's got a bit of a vibe to it. Madonga sounds like a Kiwi's drag name. Yeah, Brad, it's Madonga.
When do I get the super? When I hit 4,000 hours.
But how are we looking? We're coming up on 90,000, I think.
I don't know. I haven't.
Oh, wait, no.
Earlier
Hours.
today, but
Not.
YouTube is pretty much fucked as far as my watch time goes.
The Corona got to your watch time?
I think so. It did, yeah, because it keeps fluctuating. So it's like it's supposed to go up and it goes down sometimes.
Damn. Bizarre. Blame Corona.
Yeah, I figure that when they do release it, no one knows. It's getting to that point now.
It really is, man. It's just insane. How does this keep happening? This movie is doomed.
Ironically, the Lightfoot in here is the last name of the main characters in Onward.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we stand with New Mutants. Delayed indefinitely.
That's all it stands right now. Just looking for a new release window date, and yeah, that's it. Because of the coronavirus, not wanting to take any risk of a lot of people being in one area at the same time, even though every winter, at least in America, if you're like in the Northeast like me, every winter you risk that going to a theater because it's cold and flu season.
I wonder how Bloodshot's doing. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had a chance. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I just want to know. I probably won't enjoy it because I'm not really a Vin Diesel fan, but it's worth giving a chance. So, but I'm curious to see if that does well.
I don't know if it does well, but hold on. There were some comments earlier where I think Trey Courtney saw it, said it was an okay film.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's the best I would personally hope for.
Yeah, I mean, I might see it tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, I haven't decided quite yet. But yeah.
Small Dong. Yeah, I am Lord Long Dong.
Yes.
Straight to DVD for New Mutants. I reckon just digital.
If I can get to where I am called per casino, you can. Just like keep plugging away pretty much at this point.
That's it. Look, it's culture, my man. I've got 2,000 and something subs, and I've been doing this for nearly 3 years. You just gotta keep going. And lately, I don't know. Everything I do lately has just been pointing downwards, unless it's big news. So I don't know. Things come and go in waves, man. Things come and go in waves. Just gonna keep on keeping on.
So this is your new theme song. It's Raining Men.
Hallelujah.
And bring up that article again, because anyone pointed out that the ad on the New Mutants article in the top right was Dame Edna with the meerkats.
Nice. Sister Harrow, you didn't like it. Okay action, but could be better. It just looks so cheesy, it looks. You know what it looks like? One of those Triple X movies is what it looks like to me. So, yeah. But this is supposed to start the Valiant universe. Like, as much as I'm kind of am, but not interested in this movie all at the same time. I want it to do well, because if it does well, does that mean we get a Ninjak movie? Because if we get a good Ninjak movie, my dong will elevate.
I believe it. Like, it's no Captain America, but it's still a good movie. I just want it to be decent. Like, basically popcorn fun. Like, it doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be mind-blowing or anything like that. Just as long as I'm entertained. Yeah. That's all I'm looking for, pretty much, at this point. Sheila Ewok. That's your drag name, according to Snacks and Comics.
I like it.
And Pastor G, welcome back again. You're able to stop by for a minute. So yeah, we're currently talking about the New Mutants film being pushed back for a fourth time. Even though, when did they even start filming this?
I remember I saw the trailer when it first came out, and I reckon it was 2017 or 2018 when I saw the first trailer, because I was at work watching it.
Like 2 years. Finally got a release date, and only for the pretty much the Chinese just mess it up again.
No, not the Chinese. Ryan. Ryan having
Well,
sex with an Ewok in
well,
China.
well, yeah, well, he having sex with a Chinese Ewok in China, so technically blame the Chinese. So
Yeah. Surprising amount of LGBT followers. So as those talking about drag queens here on proves that. Yeah, everyone loves Dane Edna. If you don't like Dane Edna, I will make you love Dane Edna.
popcorn, fun, entertaining, and ending needed more CGI work, but good overall. So that's it. Like that's all I'm looking for, pretty much. Just like good entertainment, at least for like while I'm there. I don't want to be looking at my phone to see what time it is every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I dig that. I dig that. All right, what else we got on here? Lethal Landing. I think Ninjak movie is slash was in the works at some point. I don't know. I know they did that fan film, that Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe, but as far as like a big blockbuster, I haven't heard anything. Interesting. All right, what do we got here? Ryan is a Chinese sleeper agent.
So, did you want to talk about Wonder Woman, like the posters that were
Wonder
yesterday?
Woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so this poster here, I absolutely love it. This one here, I love that one. See, we were talking about this in our group chat, myself, Mara, Tugs, and Steph from My Nerdy Home. I love the side view of the helmet, but I think the front view, maybe it's just this poster, but there's another poster. It's here somewhere. Oh god, they're not showing it. I think I'm all for the golden armor. I love the golden armor. I think it's weird she doesn't have her axe or any swords with the golden armor, because normally that's how it is with the golden armor. But from the side, I think that looks great from the side. But from the front, it just seems a bit. I don't know. I'm keen for this movie, but I do have my worries.
I have my worries too. At least like what I know about the plot leaks. The plot leaks themselves don't leave open for using the villains in this film past this film, from what I can tell. Looks like they're taking Max Lord and just turning him into like a snake oil salesman. I mean, I'm still going to give it a chance. I'm still, in a way, looking forward to it. Planning on seeing it opening weekends. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll be there
I'm
day
on the
one.
I'm on the fence, really, pretty much at this point.
I'll be there day one, man. Trust me, I'll take a day off work for this movie. But like, I don't know. I've read the plot leaks. I'm confident it's going to be a good movie, but I just have my worries about it. I don't think it's going to be as good as the first one. There's been some weird comments around this movie, like to do with the sword and shield and all that stuff. But I'm fine with her not having a sword and shield. But when she's going to whip out the Kingdom Come armor, bruh, where's the sword and shield? And Maxwell Lord, I don't know. I've been thinking about this too much.
I just don't like what they're doing. I mean, if anything from the plot rumors about him and Cheetah is true, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, it sounds a bit silly. Like, didn't get ready to bring on the hate train against me, but here we go. Like, look, I'm really looking forward to this movie. Yeah, I know, Orange Hat. That was weird when that happened. But look, I'm either gonna get love or hate for this one. Zack Snyder had a lot to do with the first Wonder Woman movie. He's not as involved with this one, so.
Well, yeah, like in this one, it's on Patty Jenkins to prove that, like, she can carry on without Zack Snyder. So it's kind of like, I don't necessarily say make or break for her, but it's just about at that point.
Give me a lot of eyes on her. I like Patty. I think she's good. But yeah, without Zack, interesting. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I know I'm coming across as a hater, but I love Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's like one of my favorite characters of all time. I will be seeing this movie like first screening that I possibly can. I am a fucking Wonder Woman fanboy. I'm really looking forward to this movie, but I won't ignore some of the things I've seen that have made me being a bit worried.
Yeah, as I was saying, like I said, I'm still going to see it, but I'm going in with like no expectations because I feel like if the leaks are true and they end up being as bad as they sound, then I don't. Then it's going to be crushed pretty much. But if I go in with no expectations, then
Yeah, see, I struggle with that. I do struggle with that because I really, 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 really,
mhm,
really like Wonder Woman, and I really, 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 really want to like the movie.
yeah.
So I'm
Well,
gonna be looking like I'm gonna be trying to force myself to like it.
mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Like I said, like Patty Jenkins basically has to prove herself that she can carry this franchise without Zack Snyder. I'm trying not to say like Zack Snyder is like the key, or without him, this franchise, the Wonder Woman movies are going to fail. But at the same time, it's like a lot is on her shoulders to prove, like I said,
mhm,
to prove that she can do it.
yeah.
So, how about you read this comment?
Mara is okay at best from DJ Odyssey.
Screw you.
But I don't think this movie's been pushed back at all due to the coronas. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Crazy times ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So Wonder Woman 84 is from the Oz. So Wonder Woman 8, is Cheetah gonna be hot? We'll see.
No, I mean,
Uh, Probably
is
not.
that
No,
picture?
it's
Yeah.
a furry. So
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84 was essentially an experiment in letting a woman take the wheel. That always ends well. Get it? Because women can't drive.
Oh, not touching that one.
Good, because you got the coronas.
Yeah. I still want to see it. I like like the Snyderverse, yes. As do I, with the exception of Birds of Prey and Suicide Squad. I could, as bad as I thought Suicide Squad was, I mean, I wouldn't say I loved it when I first saw it, but I liked it, and then I watched it again, and I'm like, it's not as good as it was, or it is. But as bad as I think it is, I can watch that again over Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey is like one and done for me.
I'm
There
the
was like,
opposite. I reckon I preferred Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Stupid title. It's not the fucking Birds of Prey. I think I preferred that over Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad just crushed me when I saw it. I was like, this is so bad.
I mean, like
I blame
it
Warner
did,
Brothers for that.
yeah. Well, I blame them too, and it did, but I don't think they destroyed the characters as much as they destroyed the characters in Birds of Prey, and that's what's like killing it for me.
Fair
That's why I
enough.
Suicide Squad over Birds of Prey. So
Fair enough. I get that. I totally get that, and I agree with that. But I just think overall, Suicide Squad was a worse movie.
I think overall they're like bad for different reasons. Like they're the same level of bad, just for different reasons. So
Yep. Yep. No, that's cool. That's cool. I dig that. I dig that. I've tried to watch Suicide Squad again, and I just can't finish it.
yeah, fair enough.
Can we agree they both kind of suck?
Well, yeah, as I said, like they're both like the same level of bad. It's like the what makes them bad is different. So it's like they
Yeah.
both suck.
No, that's
There's
fair. That's totally
no
fair.
two ways about that. Today's Hollywood and woke culture has me incredibly skeptical about a lot of movies these days. I I agree. Um, there is a lot of identity politics. There is a lot of social political agendas, but sometimes it's just I think even those sometimes for movies are overblown. In
Hmm.
terms of like some people, I think I'm not saying that they're not there, but I think some people are just looking for a reason to be triggered, one way or another, or upset.
Yeah,
It's like
I really can't get into that shit. Like, to me, fake outrage is fake outrage, regardless of what
yeah,
side you're on.
it's
Some
like
people
with the
legit
onward
just want to
film.
be offended.
Hmm. Yeah, onward film. Like people signing the petition or calling for a boycott of the Pixar film, and I'm like, one line does not make it woke.
Yeah,
Like one element of LGBTQ representation, for one of a better way of putting that, does not make a film woke.
yeah, yeah. It's just a dumb moment.
Hmm. So, action bits from the trailer makes me think it'll be decent at the very least. I think it'll be decent. I think it'll be a decent film. I think it'll be well acted. I think it'll be action will be good. I just don't know about the plot points.
Yeah. I'm fully on board with that.
So, the Oz got into some debates on Twitter about the Nolan Batman films.
Okay, hit me with them.
Well, I mean, like, well, he's gonna have to hit you with them. I'd have to go back into our chat to go through them. But basically, we were talking about Bane at one point, and I basically said if you because he was talking about how okay, the odds you're gonna have to like write into the chat what you actually said because I can't remember, but I said if you really think about it, they turned Bane into a simp who did everything for the feminist who gave him nothing at the end or something like that. So basically, Bane into a feminist ally, male feminist ally.
I thought Bane was trash in that movie. Like, to be honest, like everything about him was crap. You know, he was a midget. I couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying. They took out that it wasn't Bane. You know. All right, now it's time for me to really offend people. Batman Begins, decent. Haven't seen it in a while. Can't remember too much. The Dark Knight is one of the most. I'm not saying it's bad, but it is one of the most overrated things to ever exist, ever. The Dark Knight, what was that? Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is bad. That one, but the memes, memes are brilliant in that movie.
Yes, they are. They are. I was not. I mean, I don't remember exactly hating The Dark Knight Rises when it came out, but I didn't think it was as good. But like for me, I could not understand. I think like 70% at least of what the hell Tom Hardy was saying as Bane. It just sounded like just noises when he was delivering his lines.
Ah, yes, no one can understand me.
And yeah,
I talk like a retard. Mara Jade would be a great movie, Mara Jade, or possibly in Jada Solo. You know, it's just weird grunts and noises and
pretty much. Yeah. I couldn't even make it through Birds of Prey. I kept wondering why none of the cops in the precinct had fire out. I agree.
I know, it's so stupid, man.
She comes in fire. She's firing what beanbags filled with glitter and like I don't know something else, and it only fires one shot at a time. So in the room she goes in, where she demands to know what cell Cassandra Cain is in. You have like what 7, 8 cops in that room. She fires one round. You should have had at least 7 bullets in her.
And these are Gotham City police officers. You know, they would be. It's Gotham City. It's like the worst place in the world. They would have guns out so quick. Suicide Squad had better characters. It definitely had better characters, but they weren't done as well.
Well, yeah, I think like they weren't as destroyed as they were in Birds of Prey. Like Birds of Prey put agenda first over story. Whereas I think like the story itself in Suicide Squad was crap. They tried to emulate the MCU way too much without not doing their own thing, and they should have made the Joker the villain, not Enchantress in the first film. So they should have set at least Enchantress up to be the villain in a sequel. Like she could have been in the film, but not the villain, not the main villain. You have the Joker in the film and not making the villain. It's just stupid.
And it was supposed to like tie in with like Apocalypse and Boom Tubes and Darkseid and stuff like that.
Yeah, DCU hasn't been great since Snyder left.
It's not as consistent. Like this is where I get into the whole thing. Like Snyder, like originally it was only supposed to be 5 movies, a 5-movie story done, and then they wanted to replicate MCU because of money.
Yeah.
And then, that was when they started doing all this other stuff. So like if it was up to me, it would have just been the 5 and done, leave it. Not this whole extensive, amazing, over the top universe where every little thing connects. But since Warner Brothers screwed over Snyder, I wouldn't say it's been horrible. I just say it's been a bit all over the place, which I think can work. Like, all right, let's see. What's come out since Snyder left? Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Aquaman. That was pretty cool. I had a
Mm-hmm.
wicked fight at the end. Aquaman was the best Star Wars movie I've seen in a cinema. Um,
Yeah.
Shazam. Shazam was okay.
Mm-hmm. It was
I
enjoyable.
I enjoyed it. What else has there been? And Birds of Prey. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the only three that have come out since he left. And Birds of Prey fucking
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. He left. Pre. I went when Justice League came out. So. So yeah, it was
Does
Aquaman.
Joker count as DCEU?
No, it's not supposed to tie into the DCEU, so it shouldn't count. It's
Yeah.
a Warner Brothers DC film, but it's not supposed to be part of the DCEU, from what I've read.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So what else we got? We got Wonder Woman this year.
hmm
There's a lot riding on this movie, man. There really is.
yeah,
But look, I've gotten to the point where it's like, look, just take them one at a time.
especially, yeah.
Yeah. Why is everyone streaming? Oh man, who else is live? Let's have a look.
No, yeah, Suicide Squad had a better story and Harley had better action, but both had bad directing and acting. And like I agree, like they suck. They both suck different reasons for me. Um,
Electric
we missed the
Comics.
massive golden opportunity. Not having a Black Widow movie before Me Too happened. I agree.
Look, I don't know where you stand with Black Widow. Like, I'm excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm keen to see the Black Widow movie. But let's be real, this movie's about 5 years too late.
It is. I mean, I might see it in theaters, but like, it's not one of those films where it's like, okay, opening weekend or day one, I'm there. It's like, if I'm available, if I'm free, I'll go see it. If not, I'll see it the next weekend. It's like one of those types of films for
Yeah,
me.
no,
Uh,
that's totally fair. I get that. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot MCU that I'm interested that's coming in the pipeline. Black Widow and Blade, I think, are the only ones off the top of my head that I can think of that I have somewhat interest in.
yeah, I'm curious about Blade. I don't
I mean,
know I, if they make him a Muslim. Nothing against Muslims or anything like that, but Blade, um, his
oh, I
religion
remember that.
his religion wasn't crucial to his character at all. He was spiritual at best. He wasn't religious.
He's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like and people were like pointing out like, yeah, but he uses crucifixes and things like that. I'm like, well, they're his weapons. Basically, he
That's
has a
right.
crucifix. He has a cross that has a stake in it. So I'm like, it's not like he has faith in those weapons necessarily. He just uses them. So it's like his faith is not crucial to his character. But I feel like they're going to make it crucial to his character, which, if you think about it, is probably going to piss off the Muslim population because he has to defeat the vampires. He has to commit violence. And how do you think that's going to make Muslims look?
Oh God, it's a rabbit hole. It really is a rabbit hole.
Can you think of any ongoing franchise that hasn't shit over what inspired or injected agenda and politics into it? I mean, I don't know.
Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. I mean, if we're talking movies and stuff, no, I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I'm sure they exist. I'm positive they exist. I'm
Yeah,
just having a mental blank
I
here.
mean,
I blame Ryan.
um, I forgot this was coming out this year, but the Ghostbusters sequel film,
Oh yeah, yeah,
technically
yeah.
Ghostbusters 3, I'm waiting to see what they do there because I can't like if they do anything, then we can say, well, there's no franchise that I can think of that hasn't shit all over what inspired or came beforehand. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. I'm looking at the trailer, and it looks like they're at least trying to respect as much as they can the first two films because they're tying in to Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Dave M. They should have made Blade a white woman.
Oh God.
Get Angelina Jolie to play Blade.
Oh God.
Fast and
Okay.
Furious? Yeah, I guess so. I'll be honest, I've only seen like 4 or 5. I think I've seen 4
I mean, I was thinking
of those
about those,
movies.
but I didn't know if he meant like something that were like an ongoing franchise has been picked up and continued, like with Star Wars. They did with Star Wars and Marvel and so forth. But I don't know.
He follows it up with there's no politics, but there's also no logic or common sense.
Yeah. This
Uh,
chat. Sorry.
what nurse? What a bitch? What a coronavirus!
No
Holy
people
shit!
explained it all for me. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to go.
What
Onward
nurse?
was,
What a bitch.
yeah, it was an okay film. It was enjoyable. It's not Pixar's best, and yeah, the throwaway line, the one that's getting all these million moms group offended, was like not offensive at all. Like, just you wouldn't even know if like they didn't point it out. Fast and Furious is greater than the MCU. I actually will give you that, because at least the Fast and Furious doesn't try to be anything but just over the top action and just cheesy and fun. It doesn't try to be anything. Ghostbusters has to repair the 2016 damage first, so that could actually be a high hurdle. So it has to do that and respect the first 2 films. And then we can say for sure whether or not it's shitting on an ongoing franchise.
Mm.
So here you go. Ghost Rider will be an Asian trans Hispanic.
I might actually see it then.
So yeah. Yeah, one line is just pandering. Like I'm saying, like it's not. I'm not saying that they're not pandering or anything like that. So I'm just saying that to call for a boycott is just over the top for one line.
I agree with that. Like, fake outrage is fake outrage, regardless of what side you're on. Yeah.
Are you serious? Scream 5 is happening?
Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, I did see that. Now that you mention it, I totally forgot.
Okay, seriously, they should have stopped at 3. Like 4
1.
was decent, but seriously, come on.
I think I should have just left it at 1, to be honest.
Well, they probably should have, but at least like the second one, like 2 movies, done. Like 3, okay, make it a trilogy, but now we're on 5. That's too much.
Cash grab.
Yeah, that's too much. Ghostbusters 2020 has the return of the Gargoyle Dogs. So it's awesome. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I did not know that.
Jurassic and Halloween are the only 2 franchises that came back and were good. I have not seen any of the Jurassic World films. I actually have not.
Me neither.
I have seen the ending to Jurassic World, and okay, I'm probably going to be crucified in the comments, but I thought it was I don't want to say the dumbest ending I've seen, but to have a T-Rex and a Velociraptor kind of tip their cowboy hats and walk separate ways.
What was that one?
It was the first Jurassic Park or Jurassic World because what's the Indominus Rex? Like the genetically altered dinosaur is killed, like eaten by the aquatic one, the huge aquatic one. It's grabbed and dragged down after it's been in a fight with a T-Rex and a Velociraptor, or like one of the Velociraptors that Chris Pratt's character is like the alpha of. And after the Indominus Rex is dragged into the water, the T-Rex and the Velociraptor, I shit you not, look at each other, and it's like 2 cowboys tipping their hats and then turning and walking in separate directions away from each other. I'm like, we're done. I'm sorry. That was just okay. That was kind of stupid. What an ass. Jurassic World's complete trash. I have not seen it. So,
all right, we do have something to screen share quickly though.
Okay, real fast. And we are going to start wrapping it up because I had to go to bed early again and wake up early. So, Scream 5, Sydney's psychotic break, 10-1. She's the killer. You know what? That'd probably be the only reason I would see it.
All right, there we go. This is from Apollo Patriot.
Oh
This
my
is me
god!
as a, I believe I'm a drag queen hanging
Yeah.
out with Ryan, who has his. Is that supposed to be his penis hanging out?
Well,
We got some
it's the only creature
furries.
from Rise of Skywalker. I guess this is Dong. Baby
We got my
Yoda.
frog. We got my
Yeah.
frog in there. We got Pepe. We got Joker Pepe.
Yeah.
I think that's Jeremy up there, and we got Dave Filoni on my shoulder.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it's not uncommon for them to acknowledge rival species, but come on. Seriously. But like the way they did it, it's not like they just walked off. It's like they looked at each other and then went their separate ways, as if they're kind of like silently acknowledging the fact that, like, it's like, got your back kind of situation. I'm like, no, it would not happen that way. No, they just walk off, basically. They would kind of like look at each other like split second and then walk off. So it's like,
Yeah, bizarre.
there's a new Blade film. Yes, apparently, who was it, in Phase 4 coming out or Phase
5.
5, okay. Yeah, they're MCU is bringing Blade in. Well, they're bringing Blade into the MCU. So part of Phase 5. This proves I'm such a drag nerd. I can tell you exactly who the base image is. Bly Hydrangea. Is that it?
Hydrangea? I don't know.
Dinosaurs need emotional validation too. Yeah. The frog and the scorpion, yes. You cannot change nature, so pretty much. Well, anyway, going on almost an hour and a half. As I said, I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed fairly early because I have to wake up early tomorrow. You made me realize that scene was kind of hokey. Still love the fight. Yeah, I mean, like, you can love the movie, you can love the fight. I'm just saying, like, I was watching that scene and going, "This is kind of ridiculous." A little bit ridiculous if you think about it, but to each his own. If you love the fight, great. I mean, I thought like the aquatic dinosaur coming out and dragging the Indominus Rex, I thought that was really cool. But the afterwards, I was like, it was a little cheesy. Blue Hydrangea, a drag queen. So put the Boondock Saints in the MCU. They can put the Punisher on notice. I love the Boondock Saints. So, and speaking of the Boondock Saints, whenever I get monetized and you all send me money for a tattoo, the tattoos I'm going to get are the words that they have tattooed on their fingers down the sides of my hips, and that's what I'm going to get.
No, you're not.
Now, don't you even imply that I'm getting damage tattooed on my face.
You're getting the word
Not
damage
happening.
tattooed on your forehead.
I will take the money and run. You're not saying that.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
What we got to do? All right. Give me 1 minute. What we got to do to get Mara monetized, right? It's quite simple. Yeah, I'm going to get the link. You get the playlist, which I'm getting right now. You get the live stream.
No. No. Mighty Wolf, actually, I already have 2 tattoos, so it wouldn't make any difference on me. Or technically 3 tattoos.
This link
wouldn't make any difference on me.
This link that I'm about to drop in the chat is the playlist to Mara's live streams. So if you have it open in a separate tab in the background throughout the day, muted, whatever, or even watch it, whatever you want to do, that's all going to add to her watch time, and we'll play one after the other. So that's really going to boost up her watch time, and we're going to get this woman monetized. It's going to be great.
I lost consciousness. So, yep. How about you get that Pixar didn't happen. I'm saying I will do it. I will get them whenever I get monetized, and I will show pics. But I'm not getting damage tattooed on my forehead. How about your nose? Not getting anything tattooed there, if that's what you're implying. Nor any piercings. I don't have any piercings, so Jesus, I mean, are you getting pity fool tattoos on your fingers? No, I'm not getting pity the fool. Although that, I mean, I could I'd be stealing it from Mr. T, but I could kind of make that my saying at this point on Twitter.
Can you do a Mr. T impression? I'm
No.
pitiful.
No, I'm not gonna even bother. But the words I would be getting, what an ass, would be the words Equitas and Veritas. They have those tattooed on their fingers, each one of them, and I would be getting those down the sides of my hips. So yeah, pics are mandatory. I will do it. No snacks and comments. I'm not kidding.
That's pretty funny.
So, anyway, okay. It is now 9:01. We've been going for an hour and a half. So, Lethal, let everyone know. Not on my thighs, Orange Cat. No, not on my thighs. I have it planned on my hips. That's where they're gonna go, and that's where they're gonna stay when that happens. So, anyway, Lethal, let everyone know where they can find you and what you think about the coronavirus.
The coronavirus started because Ryan from RK Outpost butt fucked an Ewok in China. But tonight, in roughly 12 hours, myself, Lyndon Howe, Raging Rhino, and Dashstar, we're all going to be doing a live stream over on my channel. All Australians only. We're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Pretty much we're doing it to get the American women to spread their legs and shit. It's going to be great.
Well, I mean, like I told you, it's going to be like the women in Village of the Damned, where they all faint and all wake up pregnant, pretty much.
Yes, we're gonna. Yes, exactly.
Seriously, not sure what happened after tattoos down my hips just passed out. What about damage on the back of your neck? I don't know. Might consider that. Just not on my forehead. Nothing on my face. I want to get a job as a teacher. So, get a lethal tattoo. Edward Morales just showed up. Yo.
Hey, Edward.
Winding down. A tattoo saying lethal has a huge dong. No, not.
Hey, get that on your forehead.
No. No, I don't care how true it is. No, not getting that. Put drug yeah, that would go real well trying to get a job. Drug cartel gang stuff on my forehead. So yeah. No. House got robbed. They didn't steal anything, but for some reason all the toilet paper is gone. So
son of a bitch.
Sounds fun. Why Sunday night though? Facepalm. So yeah. I mean,
it's you know, it's all we can do. It's all we can work with.
Well, Gentry, good evening. Sorry, you just showed up when we're winding down. Unfortunately, it's like 12 hours until the full Aussie. So
yep.
Yeah.
Next minute.
Lethal Weapons Dong. Okay. What version of Village of the Damned? Well, the one I'm thinking about is the original version with George Saunders. All the women basically faint. They pass out. Everyone in the village passes out. And when they all wake up, the women are all pregnant. So, I mean, I'm sure the remake is similar. But yeah. So, but anyway, that's thanks, Lethal Lightning, for doing this live stream with me. We're doing this on a weekly basis. We're gonna basically make this a thing every Saturday. So thank you all for showing up. No face tattoo, Raging Rhino. No. What about prison purse on your cheeks? Oh God! Look what you started. Look what you started. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you all for showing up. We've been going for a little over an hour and a half now. The coronavirus, as Lethal pointed out, was Ryan basically screwing Ewoks in China, so blame him. It's all on him. Hoard toilet paper where you can. Because apparently it's going to be currency within a short while. And until next week when we see you again and talk about pop culture, good night,
Who
everybody.
knows? Maybe next week there'll actually be some news that's not revolved around a bullshit virus. It's been a slow week.
Maybe a damage tattoo with special ink that goes visible with cold water. No, not even then, Soul Assassin. But anyway, thank you all for showing up, and good night, everyone. See ya.
Hey, Root.